Hey guys, it's Melissa with Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. We're going to talk today about fear, and I know that we've talked about fear in the past, but when I asked what message I should give today for my podcast, it was fear. And even though we've covered fear in the past, there are so many different types of fear out there, and what I think I'm supposed to talk about today is how fear causes us to self-sabotage. And we can do that in many areas in our life. We can sabotage ourselves in the area of our work, our career, being successful. In, let's say, our personal lives when we try to lose weight. I know a lot of people end up sabotaging themselves when they try to lose weight. Or in relationships, if you have personal relationships, this was definitely an area for me that I tend to self-sabotage in my personal relationships. So there are many different possibilities where we could be allowing fear to overtake us and allow us to fail. Fear is the only stumbling block that many of us actually have. And we think it's all these other things, but really underlying it's just fear. It's causing us to doubt ourselves, and it's causing us to listen to our egos, which really, remember, just tells us lies about ourselves. And then we're not able to do the things that we really wanted to do. Whether that's be successful and run a successful business, or lose weight, or have successful romantic relationships or relationships with friends and family. It can cause us to do all of those things. And we talked about how fear is really a limiting belief, that fear about love, fear about money. We can be afraid of being successful. All of those things are really just limiting beliefs for us. So there are a lot of things we can do to get rid of this fear. One of the things you can do if there's a specific fear that you have, or you might have more than one, what I'd like you to do is to get your journal out and write down any fears that just jump out at you, things that you know you're afraid of. And then I want you to look at those fears that you wrote down. Like, for example, I would have written down fear of trusting someone again, okay, in a relationship. That's one thing that I know I had an issue with before. So I would have written down fear of trusting. Fear of being successful, I think, is another one for me too. I know that I work really hard, but sometimes I think there's a fear of being too successful that comes in and kind of takes over. So that's another thing for me that I would have written down. Now, the fear for trusting people, that has to do more with love, and that's a limiting belief about love. And then the fear of being successful is really a limiting belief about money. So if you know that you have these things that fall into those categories, limiting beliefs about money or about love, or they could even just be limiting beliefs about yourself. Do you doubt your ability to do certain things? And if you have any of these limiting beliefs, write them down. And then I want you to rewrite that story. So if you wrote down that you don't trust people or you're afraid to trust people, I want you to rewrite it and say that it is safe for you to trust. It's safe for you to trust. It's safe for you to love and to give love unconditionally, and to receive love unconditionally. If it's about money, if you wrote down you're afraid of being successful, it is safe for me to be successful. You're going to change your story, and then I like to take the old story, those old limiting beliefs, and either rip them up or burn them, because it's symbolic, like we're getting rid of them. They no longer work for us. These are just lies we've told ourselves, and we're not believing them anymore. So get rid of them. The other thing you can do is tapping. So I'm going to do a tapping with you. And I got this tapping from the website Women That Heal. But what you're going to do is you're going to put in your own problem. So you can do this multiple times, and you can do it each time for each problem that you have, or you could just pick something that you think is probably your biggest problem, and you could do it with me right now. You can come back and do this again with their other problems that you want to work on. You can do tapping in as many times as you need to. But what you're going to do is you are going to put in your own problem where I say the problem. You're going to put in yourself what your problem is. So, for example, if I say, it isn't safe for me to get over this problem, where I say this problem, and if my problem was fear of success, I would say, it isn't safe for me to get over fear of success. Okay, so you're going to put in what your own problem is. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Remember that when you are tapping, you can tap even if you're in the car, but be very careful if you're driving. So you're going to start on your karate chop. And you're just going to start tapping on the karate chop and repeat after me. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if it isn't safe for me to get over this problem. It's not safe for me to get over this problem. Top of the head. I deeply and completely accept myself, even though I don't believe EFT will work for me for this problem. Top of the eye. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if I want to keep this problem. Side of the eye. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if I will continue to have this problem. Under the eye. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if I don't deserve to get over this problem. Under the nose. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if it isn't safe for others for me to get over this problem. Chin. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if it isn't possible for me to get over this problem. Collarbone. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if I will not allow myself to get over this problem. Under the arm. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if I will not do what is necessary to get over this problem. Top of the head. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if getting over this problem will not be good for me. Top of the eye. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if getting over this problem will not be good for others. Top of the eye. I deeply and completely accept myself, even if I have a unique block to getting over my problem. Under the eye. I deeply and completely accept myself, even though I have this fear of getting over this problem. Under the nose. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even if this problem persists. Chin. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, and maybe, just maybe, I don't have to be afraid of this problem anymore. Collarbone. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, and I am choosing to get over this problem. Under the arm. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, and I am taking steps to get over this problem. Top of the head. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, and I know that in taking the steps and in being determined, I can overcome this problem. And now I want you to take a deep breath, and as you let out that deep breath, let go of those problems, let go of the worries, let go of the fear, let it all go. And take another deep breath in and let it all go. Know that you can come back to this tapping anytime you need to. You can do it as often as you need to, and you can replace problem with the actual problem that you have. You can do some meditations. There's some great ones out there. Again, go to YouTube and just do a search for meditations. What you really need to remember about fear is that it only has control over us if we allow it to. When we remember who we are and where we came from, we remember that we are capable of anything. We have the power to do anything. And we cannot let fear stop us at any cost. It's just the lie that our egos tell us, because it's easier to believe that we can't do something than it is to believe that we can. The choice is yours in how you're going to react to any situation. You can either face everything, or you can run away. Choice is yours. But I know that you have the courage to look at anything you are dealing with head on and be successful. So I pray that whatever it is you're dealing with in your life that might be causing you fear, that you have the wisdom and the grace to get through it, that you have the wisdom to call in your team to help, and that everything falls into place for you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I want to thank you again for listening to this podcast. If you like it, please share it with your friends. If you would leave me some feedback, I would truly appreciate that. I really like hearing from people, letting me know that they actually enjoy what I do. It makes things a lot nicer for me. And then I don't feel like I'm doing this for myself. It's nice to know that I have people out there who actually benefit from this. So thank you, and I definitely benefit from all of you. I will talk to you again soon. If you are interested in Reiki, or if you want to check out a purposeful pilgrimage where you can change your life in just 22 days, every day you will get a lesson that will teach you something to help you change and improve your life for the better, whether it's fitness, health tips, connecting to your spiritual team, just wisdom every day to make your day just a little bit better. I will talk to you again soon. You can check out my website. It will be in the description of the podcast. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.